This day has not gone as planned at all. I've got so much to do. And it's kind of spiraled out of control over the last couple weeks. Truly it has. I don't know. It's difficult right now. The bicycle is still in a state of semi-repair. Trying to run it through the brakes for the final truing showed that it was really far off still. And not having a proper spoke nipple spoke key rather, is starting to round some of the spoke nipple. So, it might be stripping my screws, not stripping, but like rounding them off to the point where they're not going to work right. So, switching gears for a little bit. I do have permission to head down to the bank after work on Monday. Like, to head out early after I give the training I'm required to give. Or this training that we scheduled for the afternoon. After that's done and I send the attendance for clearances, then I don't know, we'll see based on how this weekend goes. I can either bicycle down if I get it finished this weekend, or walk. It's about a half-hour walk down. Then probably 45 back, because that's the uphill part. So, I kind of took a little while to recover from my frustration, because I did record a update, and I have to watch it to see if it's postable, because I got really frustrated at the end. I did, and I said, I gotta turn this off or I'm gonna start swearing. Yeah, that's something that happens sometimes. I do keep leaving my hose on, too. It's been a rough couple of weeks, I have to admit. I've just got so much going on all at once. Yeah. My second computer screen is a old flat screen that has a hum to it, and so I no longer hear the hose when it's on inside, because the piping runs right behind that wall, and the pitch of the fan or whatever's inside just seems to pitch match it. Kind of annoying like that. These alliums are going to seed. It'd be neat if I got more of those. I like the big ones. Drumstick alliums are starting to bloom. Oh, good, it focused on its own. I didn't have to do it. This is pennyroyal. No, that's not native, but I've had that plant growing here since I moved in. Probably about 8 years before that. My buddy Regis gave that to me. He used to start seeds, but then he'd give me some of what he started, because not all of it would actually grow in his backyard. Some of the elephant head amaranthus is coming up. It gets a late start. That's really surprising to me. Bunch of tomatoes still doing well. Really dry out here. I guess I need to think about watering again, transplanting. Need to submit my taxes, but I got them done. The spokes did come a full month before they were supposed to, which was exciting. I'm really hoping I can get my bike back up and running. It's just so difficult to repair it, honestly. It's just a lot of work. Oh wow, what's that? What is that bug? That is not a wasp I have ever seen before. What are you? Huh. I'll have to look you up later. What are you? Hopefully it's a good guy. Wasps usually are, unless they're invasive. Weird bug time. So, yeah, I guess as usual, things are getting a little out of control here. I did get a bit of research done on the side, because the benefits of rhizome barrier and blocking seeds and killing off grass are something I really, really want to have all along this back border. Permaculture says I should use comfrey, but I'd really rather use something native. And so I've been doing research, and I'm thinking maybe... Oh no, the bull thistle is blooming. That one's gonna get started too. I need to cut those and get them the heck out of here. Wow. Bull thistle is the worst. And it's one of the things that comes from the other side here. But I would love to have something along here. I'm thinking maybe greater water dock. I think it's wet enough. And a combination of senna. The native Senna marilandica sounds better because it keeps its seed pods closed, and that would allow me to harvest them for the quail to eat as much as I wanted to. See that? That's bull thistle. I need to put that in a bag, cut it, because that is the worst weed that I have. That is a really terrible weed. Yeah, so, and then, oh, there's that friend again, or maybe there's multiples of those friends. Maybe there's a nest somewhere. Interesting. I don't know what that waspy-looking bug is. These just bloomed. They're about waist height, 3.5 foot tall. I don't think they're proper tree lilies like some of the other ones, but that might just be that they're not old enough yet. Peppers and tomatoes are doing fine. You know, the ones I impulse bought. The sunflowers never came up. Neither did any of the dahlia clover that I planted in ground. I don't think. There might be one coming there. But the lupines did. The tiny little baby apple tree is doing good. This bigger apple tree needs some of its side shoots cut again, which is fine. I can keep doing that. Yeah. What I really need to be putting some energy in addition to everything else that's been going on, is transplanting a bunch of plants. It's been such a crazy week. And then I really needed to get to the bank today, and if I'd have just started walking instead of continuing to work on my bike, thinking that I'd make quick work of it, if I'd have just started walking, I'd have gotten there just fine, but yeah, I screwed it up. Plus, I hadn't eaten yet, so I don't know how well I'd have done with walking anyway. Especially knowing you can't just, necessarily just go to a restaurant down there and get some food. What with everything being, curbside pickup maybe. I don't know how that works. Maybe the waitress comes outside and sits on the porch with you. But I haven't done it yet, obviously. Really looking forward to having the bike back in commission. You can see I took the wheel back out again. I had it in. Started fighting with it. Lost contact point, got frustrated, went in and took a break. Kind of laid down for a while, cuddled the cat, But this video is just going to be talking about life, walking around the garden, getting a little choppy as I step over my tools. eat a pea that's in my hand. I should keep getting taller. They really like this water valley. See, here's some things I need to transplant. You keep pulling these out. I'm letting one go. But I'm tired of having the hops that just are trying to kind of kill the elderberry. I'd really love to prioritize this elderberry rather than let it get choked out by the hops every year. It was basically getting pulled down. But there's lupines that are getting dried out there. And that seems to be the only one that's getting dried out. Got a whole bunch of trees that are ready to be transplanted up, but also at risk of drying out if I don't do so really soon. Or of being root bound together, because they're all in tiny little pots getting their roots started. Sea oats didn't start at all, the best I can tell. I'll let it keep going. But basically what I do is spray this valley down. It's shaded from the morning sun, and then the afternoon sun, it'll get the tops of the leaves, but it stays much cooler down in there. It doesn't dry out near as quick, so that valley for getting seeds started is going really well. So yeah, I really need to pot some more stuff up. I got a few more pots of the bigger size. I may add another size to my lineup, but yeah, for trees it seems like the gallon size seems to be what folks want. Sorry, I'm definitely chewing on peas while we're talking. Those ones. You can see the ash trees that I keep coppiced. Getting pretty tall. That is such good privacy. I don't know if I'll cut them every year, every other year, but basically I plan to just keep cutting those down to the ground. Ash trees, though they're threatened by the emerald ash borer, and therefore there's hardly any mature species of it. There's one growing up inside here, underneath a ton of native grape. Like, look at that. There's all grape. And then there's two that planted themselves down along my elderberry patch. I've got my own grapes of Concord type coming up here. Really haven't been keeping up with the harvest too well, honestly. The thimbleberry is doing fine, except for the one that I left the hose on overnight one time. So they really like dry. They do not want to be wet even for a couple of hours. So I think this is a really good place for them because they got the shade they want. They got the really dry soil that's well drained that they want. This is the soil that is practically fill rather than actual soil. I am concerned about that. In addition to the existing groundhog hole. I've been trying to get the new transplants watered in down here. But yet again, I have yet to figure out how to transplant a, that's a big motor sound, how to transplant a seedling of a black walnut. So, that's troublesome. And I guess we'll see how it goes. There is a second groundhog in the hole. Besides the one I killed. And honestly, I still need to bury the one I killed, so that's an issue. yeah, there's just too much to do. And I am just one person, so I'm not doing great at doing it right now. Turns out Curly Dock, which I think is this, is from Europe. I haven't figured out what's up with Burdock, except for the fact that it sticks to your clothes like crazy, and I would like to hack that down before it becomes a seed producer. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I got a lot going on, so I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. I hope you enjoyed walking around the garden and talking to me, or me talking at you. If you got any questions about the bicycle, about life, about the garden, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Probably get to them tonight. I enjoy the engagement. I like hearing from you guys, so whatever you want to say, cool. Would love to hear it. Yep. Alright, so hope you're having a good one. It's a nice summer day right now. Enjoy. Not much of a video, but I'll have something else pop up at the end here if there's something more interesting. And I can see some geese or ducks down there. You probably can't. There's like a little row. It's like a whole little family of either geese or ducks. Color balance isn't really showing it, but they're going up on the sandbar down there. There's a big honking boat on the river down there. It's a good day to be on a river. If only I could go anywhere. I'm really hoping I can get the bike finished this weekend. I'm just exhausted. Exhausted and overwhelmed. So I'll catch up later. Take care. Thanks. Bye.